music for New Orleans is what blood would be to the body. It's the thing that runs through us, that pumps the life into us all.
It's a merger of European and African cultures coming together here with American and Native American cultures. It was those Africans in Congo Square, you know, commenting on their captures of Europe, you know, that the European umpapa brass music coming together with that African six, and what do you get? Jazz.
The sultry hot jazz notes kind of mirrors the way that we live our lives down here.
The music clubs on Frenchman Street, which is the neighborhood right near the French Quarter, some of the best music you'll hear in the world. Everyone from Ellis Marsalis to Charmaine Neville. I mean, the best musicians in the world play nightly.
New Orleans jazz is important because it's actually the oldest American music art form. Preservation Hall is unique because we offer the quintessential New Orleans jazz experience. It's a religious sanctuary of sorts for the music lover.
It's that sort of uniqueness that's only here, and it's the only American art form. So that's the thing that's very special about New Orleans. That's the thing I love about it.
People always ask me, do you ever get tired of listening to this music? And I'm like, no. Never got tired.
Food is significant in New Orleans. In most other places that I've visited, food is a sideline. You go to a wedding, and the wedding is the highlight, and the food that's served at the wedding is good, but it's not extravagant. Everything that's done in New Orleans, from every personal family tradition to our dining traditions, is about extravagant food. The quality of the food, the taste of the food, the way it's prepared, how it's presented, is a way of life in New Orleans. And so that's why dining in New Orleans is such a special experience, is because it's very different. It's thought of differently.
Some of the venerable old restaurants mean a lot to the city. Antoine's is the oldest restaurant in the United States that's still operated by the same family that founded it, which is very remarkable, but it tells you how important tradition and family are in the city.
You know, you don't really notice it till you go somewhere else. You don't realize how much the food is indigenous to us. Nobody cooks like we do, and it's just a regional cuisine that everybody grew up on. Who eats red beans and rice besides us? Who eats a po' boy?
And really, it's hard to have a bad meal here. Even the little holes in the wall are really, really good.
I haven't been back since before Katrina, and so it was interesting to come back and see that the city is completely, you know, just as boisterous and crazy. It just has this amazing character. The history is fantastic. The French Quarter, of course, is one of the most amazing places in the country. White Linen Night, it's fantastic. It's great to see a lot of locals. It's not the Bourbon Street scene at all. It's interesting to see another side of New Orleans that is more focused on the arts, and so I've enjoyed myself a lot. I've never eaten more in my life, but it's so delicious and so amazing, and you can only get this food here in New Orleans. They're doing more testing than they've ever done before on the seafood, and my impression is that it's still just as fantastic as it ever was.
So let's party New Orleans style.
Don't put off a visit to New Orleans. New Orleans has bounced back, certainly from Katrina, and I feel like the oil spill is sort of, you know, it's not a distant memory, but it feels like people are moving on. So, you know, I'd say come now.